Trip. I'm sorry I missed your live. I was working, baby. I'm gonna have to replay it. Last night was wild over there, but it's all good. It's all good. Triple Ray, glad to see you. I haven't seen you. I hadn't seen you, and I hope all is well. But anyway, what's up, everybody? I'm on here because something is really disturbing my spirits, and I hope these ladies come in here. I want Jill comfort zone. Normally she will drop down. Monty won't be able to attend, and Lady T. And then Lovely Love, channel got snatched last night. Now, hey, Smart Show, what's going on, baby? I want to talk about really what's bothering me, was tugging at my spirit because I watched the lives. I watched the Tea Lounge live. I watched Jill Comfort Zone live. And to me, it was a serious misunderstanding. And hey, Faith, I wish people would stop just taking onto their live, like jumping on live to respond when you have a relationship. And I know relationships are very fragile here. The YouTube ships that we have here can easily be broken. But when you see a group of women, see, I used to run with, some of those women, and now we have an understanding they don't like me, I don't like them, and I stay away from them. But I want to be fair. One thing about it, when I come down here and talk about stuff, I want to be fair. And I'm going to try to talk about the Wreaths, and I'm going to talk about Lady Nika and Lovely Love optics, what it appears to be. Now, I'm going to start off with the Lady Nika and the Lovely Love because Lovely Love got her channel snatched. I mean, she was on Ness's, and I just happened to be looking at Ness's. Normally, I don't stay up that late, but I just happened to go over there. Wiley was over there, lady, what's her name? Lovely Love, doing what she normally does best, getting up there, cussing out people, cussing out folks. And sometimes you could cross the line. And I think she crossed the line with Lady Nika. Now, it had been back and forth before. She went back over there and supported her, and Lady Nika accepted her. But then there's boundaries, and when you cross boundaries, you can break YouTube ships, right? And I think that's what happened with them too. Now, this is what it appeared to look like because Grish was on the platform, right? And we already know the narrative around here. Hey, Jill, I'm glad you're here, my baby girl. We already know the narrative is that Lady Nika, Bree, and Pizarro has Grish docs for them. I don't know that to be true. But what I do know is you don't know who's really doing the doxing unless you did it your damn self. And you don't know who, if they asked anybody to dox. I've never heard them really ask anybody to dox anyone. So I can't say, but what the optics look like and what they want us to believe, and I'm not believing it because for my own personal reason, I don't believe it. The optics look like that Lady Nika sent Grish after Lovely Love to dox her son. We all heard that. We know what they say is the narrative being spun, and you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. Now, she was on that platform last night, and Lovely Love was doing what she normally do, cuss a mofo out and going back and forth. They was talking about Uppity and everybody, and while he was making his grand, tour, now that he's coming back to the sector or he's over here, I don't know. I don't really give a damn. Anywho, it was put out in the atmosphere, and this is what I don't like, because it was put out in the atmosphere that Lady Nika had Grish do it, and at that particular point, she was saying Grish did it. Grish saying, I didn't do it. I put my shit up. What she was trying to show was where she had showed Wiley had got evicted. That's how that was going. Now, in the interim, Lovely Love channel just gets snatched. So Ness goes over there and say, hey, Lovely Love, I went to look for that video and your whole channel is terminated. Lovely Love said, I know. She came back on her husband's phone, right? So that was taking place. Her and Grish was going back and forth. What she gonna do to Grish? And Grish saying, hey, listen, I don't snatch channels. That's not something I do. I don't know what these people do, but what I would say is it made the appearance that Grish was coming after Lovely Love for Lady Nika, because her and Lady Nika had got into a little tiff, and both of them was heated. Now, this is what I do know. I do know that Lovely Love is what they may call and I hope she don't get mad, our little resident drunk. You know, she's our little resident drunk. Everybody has a part that they play over in this reality show that we all are on, and she's the resident drunk. That's what they know of. And filthy mouth, disgusting mouth. But still, it doesn't warrant anyone to snatch her channel, because everyone at one point in time have come down here and cussed out someone, talked about someone's children, so forth and so on. That's what the sector gives, right? And we all understand that. But what it appears to be is that Grish went after Lovely Love and snatched her channel. I don't know that to be true, but what I do know is that people lay in wait sometime. And so if me and Michi is into it, right? Someone can say something and make it appear like Michi came after me because her and I was into it. So what they do is that perhaps they wait for people to get into it, and then they, whomever it is behind the scenes, do their dirty work to make it look like someone else did it. And that's what I think happened with that. Thank you, Pierre. That's what I think what's going on with Lovely Love in this Grit situation. She just knows that Grit for sure snatched her page, but I don't know how it was possible when she was there cussing Lovely Love out. They was going back and forth. How did she do that? I don't know. I don't know if she did it. But what I'm saying is, it appears like, and that's what the narrative is, that she came after Lovely Love for Lady Nika. Now, I don't know that to be true. I'm just going to say in my heart and heart, I don't believe. I just don't believe. I believe someone saw an opportune time, just like when they dox people. You'll think because you got into it with, I got into it with Triple Red, his people dox me. No, people wait for shit to happen so they can strike, and it appears as if you did it because you and I was just in a battle. So her channel is gone. This is like her third channel. You know, I don't think Lovely knows how to try to get her channel back, but they did ask her. People was trying to assist her, but she was so riled up she wouldn't listen. She just was going after Grish. You know, Grish was saying, "I ain't do that shit. Go look on my page. I'm showing where Wiley got evicted, because Wiley is saying he didn't get evicted, and Grish is putting up proof that Wiley got evicted." So that tiff was between them two. However, again, the optics look like that Grish attacked Lovely Love for Lady Nika, and that don't always have to be so, you guys. A lot of times people just lay in wait. Who knows where Lovely Love been and who Lovely Love done cussed out, and everybody don't take it as a friendly cussing out. Oh, that's just Lovely Love. She do that and she'll be good with you. Most people that she cuss out, she'll jump right on their platform and she'll be good with. She'll be over there talking about Pizarro. Then she'll get on Pizarro platform and go over to Ness when Ness is talking about Pizarro. I think she's harmless to a certain degree. But again, she crossed boundaries with Lady Nika, and is understood that they don't mess with each other. So again, it doesn't mean that she was the one that's got her channel snatched. It could have been anybody. We'll never know. We don't know who do these doxings. Again, they wait for you to have a problem with somebody for them to strike. It's like, yeah, I'll get your ass down, because it'll look like Triple Red and Mz.Teavalocity. It'll look like Triple Red did it because him and Mz.Teavalocity is in, a battle. That's not always true, y'all. Don't believe everything you see and little of what you hear sometimes. So it's messed up. Her channel is gone. If somebody can help her, if she want help, go over there and help Lovely Love. I don't think it should get to that point where people snatch your channels. And I don't think people really realize that a lot of channels could be snatched because of some of the things that's being said on your platform. But people just don't go that deep sometimes, and sometimes people do go that deep. They'll take your shit from you. They'll snatch your whole channel. So I thought that was pretty sad, because again, I think she's harmless. She run off at her mouth just like everybody else do. And unfortunately, somebody was tired of it and they snatched her shit, And if I'm not mistaken, it said for several reasons why her channel was her channel was snatched. So Lovely Love, hope you get your channel back. Again, I don't believe that your channel was snatched by who you think it was, but what the hell do I know? I could be naive to some things, right? So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And then I wanted to talk about this Jill Comfort Zone and Lady the Tea Lounge and Mixology Plus. I was at both lives. When both ladies went lives, I support them. Sometimes I don't drop down because I see that the people in their area don't care for me, so I don't drop down. I hit the like and I listen up in the clouds, and that's what I was doing. And I think that it was a serious, serious misunderstanding, ladies. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the environment we are in. Is just a toxic environment at times. And instead of us going behind the scenes and talking, if it was a misunderstanding, we hit our live buttons. Now we know Jill Comfort Zone supports everyone, but she have cultivated, and she has her own people who supported her along with the B sector for her poetry competition. And T Lounge was there. And I know those ladies vibe together because, again, I be in their chats, I be in their lives. I just don't drop down because I know some of the ladies who they vibe with really don't care for me. So I just keep my ass up in the clouds. That's what I do. So I was in the clouds when T Lounge made her video, and I had to red ball it back because I didn't see, or I didn't quite understand what had happened until Jill came on. And I thought it was strange that Jill was just that upset doing a live directed at Lady T. So I had to go back and see what happened. So Jill enters her chat and she makes a statement, and sometimes this could be a serious misunderstanding when you enter a chat and you make a statement and you don't see the full picture of what's going on. So she made a comment. It was a harmless comment. I'm telling you, I was there. It was a harmless comment, but because someone else planted the seed that Jill was saying something derogatory, and because Lady T, and Lady T, I hope you hear this because Jill is here, you got a little offended by what Jill said only because people are going at you. You are having a battle with someone else that's mentioning the GoFundMe you did. Now, GoFundMe, this ain't the first GoFundMe that's been held over here. She decided to do a GoFundMe. I don't think anything wrong with it. If you are at liberty to support her for whatever reason, you can donate to her GoFundMe. There's no harm in it. But because you in this area and you in a battle with other content creators or another content creators, it looks as if that this GoFundMe is something bad. I don't view it as something bad because all of us don't have a large subscribership where people just give us money. If you have something that's going on, people, oh, here's $20. I'll donate to the pot. I'll donate to the pot. Everybody don't have that great support around here. We know a lot of people do. Ronnie Q had great support yesterday, financial support, in her wreath. King Roman had good, Pizarro had good. Lady Nika had good financial support. Everybody don't have that crowd. So if she decided to do a GoFundMe, is nothing wrong with that. You have the liberty to donate to it or not to donate to it. No one should ever, make you feel bad because you come out here really and ask for something just like everyone else is doing it. They do it in a different way. You decided to do a GoFundMe, and it's okay. But because you're getting pushback from that, you decided to take what Jill said. This is exactly what happened, y'all. You took what Jill said and made it you perceived it as being negative. She wasn't being negative, but because you was heated at the moment and that comment dropped there, and whoever that was, J Truth or whoever her name is, JP Truth or something, made the comment that Jill was being negative, you perceived it like that. That was a wrong perception because that's not what she was doing. If she rock with you and you know who she is, then you know she don't get down like that. She was just saying she didn't ask for anything. She just do her own thing because she don't want to come out here and ask people for anything because she never want to have the backlash or be viewed as a beggar. That lady supports everyone and always have been positive. She's always been a great supporter of yours, and you've been a great supporter of hers. So I think that was a serious misunderstanding that I wish you ladies would not have taken to your platforms, and you would have talked behind the scenes. But again, you both was in like a defense mode. Jill had to protect her character, she felt at that moment. Then when she went in there, like she always supports you, she was blocked. And you said she was blocked because you thought she made a statement, a derogatory statement to you. That's not what it was, baby. That's how you perceived it. But again, in all honesty and fairness, I can see your perception because of the environment you in, because of the battle you in right now with another content creator who's dragging you about doing a GoFundMe. But that had nothing to do with Jill. And Jill took to her platform to say, hey, wait a minute. You're trying to attack my character. You know, I've never asked nobody for this. I've never asked no one for that. Thank you, Doreen. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate that. So it was a great misunderstanding. And because you ladies vibe so good together, and we know that people be messy, and you guys allowed someone really to get into your mental space. And that's why y'all went so hard. Not that you meant it. No one was crying. Jill was upset because, for one, she was shocked. Lady T was upset because she was shocked. She thought Jill made a comment that was offensive, like she was begging and she wouldn't do it. That's not how it was. I was in both of those lives. I just refused to drop down because of the environment. See, if I know somebody don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. Even though I mess with Lady T Lounge and Jill Comfort Zone, some of the people in there. So you had Dear Self and Demetra going at each other, you know, and Lady T Lounge was trying to get her point across. But what pissed me off, what really pissed me off, and I really don't give a damn, is when the lady said, fuck Jill Comfort Zone. I thought that was a bad move. And right then and right there, T, you should have stepped in and said, hey, no. I'm trying to clear this up with my sister. Or I'm trying to clear this up with Jill because we good. But then everybody got to yelling, talking over each other, and you couldn't get your point across. And at that point, I said, oh, let me go because I don't like the way it started out. You're up on your platform, which you can control. See, if somebody's talking over you and they fighting over you and y'all going back and forth, you could drop those mofos. You should have dropped at that point and told that sister to chill. Don't say that because I like Jill. I'm trying to make this right because you allowed that to go on back and forth. And like I said, I was there, sister. That's how Jill perceived that to be like, nah, you coming at me. You talking nasty to me. I don't think she would have ever perceived it to be that way if you would have put a stop to those people. You know, so you kind of pissed Jill off because I know how she felt. You know, like, damn, y'all over there dragging and attacking me, and damn, I'm dropping down there supporting you like I always, and shit, y'all talking about me. That was like when I dropped in Quan. I'm like, yeah, I'm supporting Kwani, and damn, you calling me all kind of bitches and dogging me out. It's just the environment. It's the environment that we allow to get into our mental spaces. And unfortunately, we use YouTube, we lose YouTube ships over that because you ladies were vibing together. And now you all fell out because Jill is like, no, I heard what I heard. I feel the way I feel. It's nothing more. And somehow mixology got into the mix. I don't know. Because again, when that lady said, fuck Jill like that, and I knew what you was trying to do, Lady T, I just left because I thought that was crazy. I thought it was crazy that that lady would even get up there. And I believe she's your mod, baby. I don't know. Her name is J Truth or something Truth. I don't know her. But I believe she was your mod who yelled at. And when she yelled at, I didn't think that was a cool move. I think at that point, oh, that's her name, J Truth. I don't know, baby. I just know she jumped up on your platform when you were trying to collect your thoughts to convey what you wanted to convey to Jill. Right there, when she threw that fuck Jill, right there, I think threw a wrench in it. And if she heard that, if Jill heard it, and I don't know if Jill heard that, right there would have made me say, well, fuck it. I'm just done with it. Hey, baby, what's going on, Free Thinker? And Latasha, thanks for joining me, T Lounge. So I wish you ladies would have probably went behind the scene. No. You can't joke, Duchess. You can't joke like that when people are in a heated battle or, they're trying to convey something that hurt them. Jill was hurt by that. T Lounge was hurt by that. So to me, you can't play like that. That's just not an appropriate time for you to say, fuck this lady who's on her platform saying how hurt she was and she's expressing what went on. You can't play like that, baby. There's a time to play and there's a time to be serious. And if you value your YouTube shit with anyone, then you will put a stop to some people interfering. And I think interference came into play. And so I decided at that point, when I saw Demetra and I think it was Dear Self and Lady T, and I just heard them getting into it, I decided that I would exit. Because I don't think either one of those ladies said anything really to offend each other to the degree that their YouTube ship is over. They were vibing together, they were supporting each other. Like I said, I go over there all the time. I just stay up in the clouds. That's all. But you can't joke like that, baby. You can't joke like that when you see a woman is on her platform feeling some kind of way about something that took place, sweetheart. I just don't think that was the joke. And you might have been joking, but to me, it came across harsh. And I'm just a fan balanced person. I'm just giving my commentary on what I saw, and how I would have perceived it. I'm coming in there to support you, and you talking shit. People are over there dragging me. It's like, what the fuck? I thought we was good. Jill thought y'all was good. So sometimes we get caught up in the hype that's around here. And because it's the environment that it is, we lash out and try instead of trying to understand each other. I think you ladies lashed out of pain. You was hurt. You was hurt because people are talking about your GoFundMe. You feel some kind of way. And so when your friend came in there, your YouTube friend came in there, who you support wholeheartedly, she supports you wholeheartedly. When she came in there and dropped that comment, that right there, when J Truth thought it was inappropriate, because I think I think you were the one, sweetheart, who thought it was an inappropriate comment. And then T Lounge is all these T's. I think you ran with it wrong, baby. I'm not caring what D meant or them two was arguing over each other, talking over you. It was your platform. It was your job, sweetheart, to step in and say, hey, I'm trying to make this right with Jill. Yeah, I don't need all y'all right now. You are in control of your platform. So right there, I kind of called you on this, I just say that you could have done a better job. Jill was only responding. It may be out of text, baby. It may be out of text. I'm telling you what I saw, how I perceived it. I could be wrong. I will drop my link and you are welcome to say something. But this is how I perceived it. Jill felt some kind of way. And because of the environment we in, she thought that T was challenging her character. So she took to her platform where she don't have no mess at. T, you really don't have no mess. I mean, you've been out there battling because you going back and forth with other content creators, but you really don't have no mess over there. Your vibe is a little different over there, and you guys vibe good. And unfortunately, again, I think it was a mistake. I don't know if you ladies could repair, but I would love to see y'all repaired. only because I know you guys enjoyed each other. And you had a nice little, what I call comfort zone over there. And no play, no pun intended. Y'all both have comfort zones that each other could go to and vibe. And unfortunately, this had to come out of it. But again, this is what I perceived. I wanted to get on here. You know, I don't come here on no damn Mondays. It ain't that serious for me. I do once a week and I'm out here. But I really wanted to talk to you ladies. Now, I'm not sure how mixology got mixed up in this because, again, I told you I left. I left at the point that I thought that I should leave. And I never dropped down, but I did write under your comment, baby. I did write under your comment that I think it was a misunderstanding, and I wish that you could have called Jill behind the scenes. I really do. And Jill could have said to you, hey, what do you mean by that? Why did you block me? What's going on? I think y'all would have had a better understanding. But when people are on your platform yelling, screaming and hollering, you can't convey your thoughts clearly. I do it all the time. Sassy helps me out. A lot of y'all help me out. No, Miss T, that's not what you mean, or so and so and so. Because a lot of times you cannot convey clear thoughts when there's so much chaos. And because we in a chaotic environment, we get very defensive. We get very defensive and we are easily offended. I don't think that should have came out of that. But you ladies, you welcome to I'm going to drop the link because I really think you guys could work it out. I really do. Now, am I am I crossing boundaries? I don't think so because that's what I'm here for as well. Some of the mess, and we all like the mess, but normally Jill does not get caught up in mess. And I kind of felt her pain. She wasn't crying because of that. She was crying because she was upset. See, but people will go and spin a narrative just to keep shit going. But it's y'all job to let this die down. I just wanted to come and put my 2 cents on it because I saw it all happen. Okay. This is the clearest I have. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I know you really deep down your heart hate that it happened, T, but you was on defense mode. And I can understand why you're on defense mode. That's why I can really see how both of y'all perceive what your perception was, because I can see people are dogging you about your GoFundMe. You already been caught up in some shit. People calling you messy this and y'all going back and forth. So this was just like icing on the cake that really shouldn't have been icing on the cake. You just out here defending yourself. Both of you ladies were defending yourself, but you did it in a way that I wish you wouldn't have done it. I wish you really have gone behind the scene because, again, I believe y'all truly like each other. And when you have people you like, I see people try to start shit with me. I ignore because I genuinely like that person. And if I had something, to say to that person, I will call them. I would send them an IG. I know that how to do that a little bit, do the IG thing. I ain't all that savvy when it comes to technology, but I do know how to do that. I may not call you on the phone, but I know how to reach you on IG. And I just wish you ladies would have did it. I just wish y'all would have did it like that. Now, is there room for repair? Absolutely, because I believe you guys had a genuine YouTube ship. How deep was it? I don't know. Again, I don't come around and drop down too much because I know you guys have associates or YouTube shits with people who don't like me. And when I say I don't fuck with you, if you don't fuck with me, that's just straight clean. There's no coming back or nothing. I just go on about my way. But because T Lounge and I do have a relationship on here, YouTube shit, and Jill Comfort Zone, I thought I would be a good person to come and tell you what I perceived out of all this, And again, optics is a motherfucker. Optics will make us believe we see something that we really don't see or is not. Okay. I'm 2 minutes in, J True. You said F you, Jill. She said she was playing, or somebody said she was playing. All of this is out of text. Okay, well, it may be, sister, but that's my perception, what I saw. And like you probably didn't mean no harm, J True. I don't know you. to know if you messy or if you really down with Jill or really down with Lady T. I'm just at T Lounge. I'm just telling you the part I went into. Okay. I wholeheartedly apologize for my comments, and there's no excuse. No, both of y'all was just heated. That's what happens, baby. That's what happens. I don't blame either one of y'all. And I really think your YouTube shit could be repaired. T need to step back and she need to reevaluate what she did. And Jill, I'm going to say the same about you. Step back and evaluate what y'all did. And perhaps your YouTube shit could go on. Some people are really good people on here, and you don't mind having a YouTube shit with them that will develop into a real friendship. There's nothing wrong. You can meet good people on here. I've met good people on here. I've gone on trips with people on here. I've met people on here for some reason just don't like me anymore, and they don't have anything to do with me, but they never come down here and say anything bad about me, and I will never come down here and say anything bad about them. I just know that's, for me, is the mature and the adult thing to do when I care for somebody. At one point, I care for certain people. At one point they care for me. For whatever reason, we dissolved our relationship, our YouTube shit. It is what it is. Because one thing I don't do, I really don't kiss ass. That's just something I don't do. I'm not going to beg you to be my friend. I'm not going to beg you to come over here. If you say you don't like me, you don't like me. I'm going to get the hell on. Okay. So I'm going to drop this link. And thank you for joining me. Please make sure y'all hit the like. Hey, what's happening, baby? I didn't say I would never speak to her again, but I am cool off and being vulnerable like that again, but I am blocked. So you know what, Jill? I get where you're coming from, sweetheart. I'm going to be real honest with you. Hey, baby girl, what's going on? I don't think it's that deep. I just don't think it's that deep. I think both of you ladies could really work it out. Don't have to be here. It don't have to be in front of people. See, that's the problem. We are in this virtual world and it's become part of our reality, and this is the way we react. This is the way we act. Y'all know y'all know I have came down here and cussed people out and reacted. Hey, Ronnie Q, what's up, baby? So I'm not perfect. It happens, and it happens because we in this virtual world, and that's what we do. So I'm going to, hopefully, like I said, I want these ladies to work it out. I really do. I do. Wow, Jill, I'm blocked by people I never say anything to. Right, Doreen? It is what it is. That's what they have the liberty to do that. But if somebody blocked me, I'm not going to beg them to unblock me. I only asked one person to unblock me on here because, like I said, after I made an assessment what took place with us, I felt bad. My conscience bothered me. So I reached out and asked that person to unblock me so I can, be a part of the chat and stuff, because I was, I vibe with him. It's okay. It's okay. But if I have a relationship, let me tell you something. I have relationships on here that's solid and can't nobody break them but me and that person. I say that all the time. If I like you and my relationship with you is solid, I don't give a shit how many videos somebody say about you. I don't care. I'm not going to get involved unless you do something to me. And that's just how it goes. So I'm going to drop this, and then I'm going to talk about this Wreath thing, because I think Ronnie Q, that was a nice thing. I wish I would have participated. That was a nice competition. All those ladies did well. Now, I know you're getting a little blowback from it, and this is probably why, maybe because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that if it was a wreath, whether it had to be a full wreath or the pieces that Sarah made. So when I came to the understanding that it could have been a half a wreath or whatever, then that was cool, because that was your competition. Those were your rules, and those was your judges. And to me, it was a nice competition. Now, for the wreaths, I would have did it a different way, but I'm that's just me. I for one thought it was a full wreath. Now, everybody might know that I don't care for uppity. It ain't no joke. I have said some things to her, but hey, that's uppity. Everybody know who uppity is, like we know Lovely Love. We all play a role in this YouTube world, over here in our own little reality world. And I I thought Lovely Love, I mean, not Lovely Love, shit, she must be on my. I thought Uppity's concept was nice. She just couldn't pull it together. She just couldn't pull it together. The concept was nice. If she had enough time and she knew how to finish that up, it would have been very nice because I liked her concept and I liked what she did have done, but I know it could have been much better if she would have had, pulled everything together. Now you could tell the ladies that did arts and craft, you knew that Joanna was an arts and craft lady. That's what she do. You could tell the other lady was an arts and craft lady. That's what she do. You could tell Miss Sarah. Now I know Sarah from her arts and craft. Now had that been in a reef, she would have sold me 100 times over because it was definitely nice, well put together. And like I said, I can use that on my fireplace as two end pieces with my decor on the fireplace. It was very nice. Again, you guys are bringing something different. You always gonna have blowback. Don't worry about the blowback. Just keep doing you. Just keep doing you. Because again, narratives be put out there to make people think one way. You know, and yeah, a little mess popped up. However, you guys pulled it off and people donated very nicely to you all. But again, I don't do competitions. That would have been one because I like arts and crafts and I've done a reef before. I would have done it, but I tend not to participate in those things. So I can't have too many negative things to say about it. Okay. But yeah, you go get a little blowback, keep pushing. So I'm gonna drop this link. And if you want to come up here and say anything um towards this conversation, please stay on topic, and keep in mind if other people come up that they want to speak to. A misunderstanding, things lost in translation, interpretation. That's true. Nova 71, good to hear you. Oh, hi Nova, how are you? Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. I normally don't come on, but when something tugs at my heart and my spirit, I too hit the live. Have I been on here cussing and hooping and hollering? Yep, I sure have. But do I mainly just give a little commentary, try to be unbiased and fair? That's who I am. That's who I am. And that's who I'll remain. Things are not going to change with Jill and I. Things are not going to change with T Lounge and I. Those are just two women. Oh, I almost hit Lovely Love, said women's and men's. Those are two women who need to probably sit back, reassess what took place, and go on. And if they have to go their separate ways, that's understandable. But go with an understanding because you guys had a nice relationship from what I saw, you know. So I dropped this link. T Lounge, J Truth. I don't know. Yeah, you hit panels because you surely jumped up there and hit her panel. Hit hers. If you think I have it out of context or I have it wrong and you want to clear up the matter, then you're welcome to do that. Jill, comfort zone. If you feel any kind of way that I have it wrong, you're welcome to do that as well, along with T Lounge. Hey, baby, what's going on? But you got to remember, we are in an environment that makes us very defensive. Very, very defensive. Because especially if you think you're a nice person, you always support people. You nice. Hold on, baby girl. Hold on. Because you've been trying to get your piece out. That's you?
Yes, me.
Okay. And you in an environment and you really trying to be positive and make things work. It don't always come across, hey, spaceship. And that's only because of the environment we in. Okay. No, ma'am. I'm okay with your assessment. Okay, baby. Thank you. I'm good. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, T Lounge. What's up, baby?
Okay, so I went to unblock Jill last night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the chat was able to go up because they was like the chat's missing, whatever, because I guess I took out half the chat. Sorry. I took out half the chat because she wasn't the only person that I had blocked. So I had unblocked all of them, but I still didn't see her comments, right? So then I went to, when you go to the main Google one, like the main Google.
I know what you're talking about, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't see her. It says no blocked users, but I still don't see her, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, Jamila helped Diva get unblocked on DC and Kool-Aid because we didn't know how to do it. I remember you, Lady T, a couple
Taught
of
you
years
how to
ago.
do it. Yeah, like I
You
don't
taught
understand.
me how to do it.
Right,
So
that's why I don't understand. I'm sitting here in my main brand
you
account
can't
part,
find them.
and I don't see nothing. It says no block users,
Hmm.
and
Let
then
me go
and
ahead.
then on my channel, it
Let me
only
go
one
ahead,
block
baby girl.
person.
Let me let me ask you a question. With all given that I said and an assessment that you probably set back and made, do you think you reacted the wrong way?
I said that in my live earlier. Yes.
Okay.
I reacted. That's the part. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
the wrong way. I reacted, period.
Mm-hmm.
And when you react and you don't respond, this is
Mm-hmm.
the result of it. And like I'm okay with however it goes, because
Mm-hmm.
you gotta sometimes, like, it was the opposite, but you was in a situation with similar, you know what I mean? It was like
Mm-hmm.
not the same
Right.
exact situation, and it was in reverse, but it was a misunderstanding in
Mm-hmm.
as far as language and what you were saying, and you had to kind of sit there and say, well, you know what, I could see how you may feel that way, so I got to kind of live with whatever decision you
Whatever
make.
happened.
How I feel about Jill, like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't, I'm not gonna apologize for how I felt in the moment. I'm apologizing for how I reacted. Because in the moment I was mistaken. I'm reading the chat and it's coming like I'm reading it
Mm-hmm.
like another language, not another language, but you know what I mean? Like it just was like, what is going on? And I was just so freaking surprised. And I guess my defenses was up to begin with because I know
Right.
what I'm in,
What's up? That's you, Ronnie Q?
you know.
Ronnie Q? Oh, that might not have been Ronnie Q. See,
Yeah, probably
and
not.
is it a strong possibility that when she entered the chat only because you're already in a heated battle with someone else, you took offense to what she said? If I missed it, I apologize.
Somebody brought that to me before. I didn't know that she had made any comments about
Mm-hmm.
the whole situation. I'm just figuring that she's over there commenting about everything. So I'm, in
Mm-hmm.
my mind, she's commenting about everything. You know what I mean? So that's not affecting me. If that, like, every time I've gone over there to listen,
Mm-hmm.
or rather, not even going over to there to listen. When somebody
Mm-hmm.
sends me something, I listen, I react, and I go off on her. You understand what I'm saying? So I have
Right.
made a conscious decision not to listen to whatever she had to say, and let her say whatever it is that she's saying. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, that's where I'm at with it with her. What
Okay.
happened was I saw Duchess's comment right underneath my GoFundMe post.
Oh Lord, my Duchess, the messy
And I hit
co-host.
right. And so I hit the live immediately. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So Jill doesn't know. They don't have that part of the context. You seem like you didn't even have that part
I
up until
didn't.
this moment. You understand
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no. I heard you. Wait a minute.
Mhm,
No, sweetheart.
mhm.
Didn't I tell you I was there? I heard you being frustrated with Duchess. I did hear Duchess, but I also know that Duchess is a troll. She's a
I know that
troll,
she's a
but
troll. I
she hangs out with you. So yeah, I'm quite aware of that.
you
But my
know,
thing,
and that's the other thing. You're a troll, but you hang out with me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you're like the average troll. But
right, 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 right.
my thing is where you trolls. You understand what I'm saying? Like right up underneath my post
Mm-hmm,
was like, what? So I went live. Now, mind you, because I know she's a troll
mm-hmm,
and I went live about it, and she's
mm-hmm,
not always in my chat. I didn't
mm-hmm,
address that live. Like, let me tell you one thing, Duchess, la da 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 woo woo woo. You
mm-hmm,
understand what I'm saying? I was just saying, well, let me explain exactly what I plan on doing with this and like
mm-hmm,
give like a full transparency.
mm-hmm.
So when I'm giving a full transparency, Duchess is coming in saying her little smart Alec remarks.
Right, right.
Jill says what she's saying. she's saying that she spent thousands of dollars on her channel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I feel you. Like, I don't think people realize, how much people spend on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jill, Duchess said something else. I wish I could remember exactly what the comment was.
She said it was on her community wall, and all I said was, "This ain't a good look."
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about now. That's underneath the post on my community wall. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about in my live at the moment, like live.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Night Live. I'm in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Jill's talking about, how much she spent. I'm like, exactly. I think people don't really realize how much people put into their channels, and sometimes you need help, right?
Right. Right.
So then I can't remember exactly what Duchess said, but she
Mm-hmm.
said something after that, and Jill agreed. Then
Mm-hmm.
she made another comment. So I was like, I'm watching her saying, I agree, Duchess. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
agree? You know what I mean? And then, so now anything that comes after agree got me tight.
But hold on. So you say you can't remember what she said.
I can't remember what Duchess said that she agreed with, but if you go to my channel, I actually highlighted the comment, but that's because it was going on during the live. You know how you bring up like you do it right now? It was one of those things. I can't remember because it's not in the chat anymore. So I can't tell you what was going on because I can't find Jill. So now I'm just seething. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're listening to the end of the live, you hear me say, well, Spilly Boy tried to warn me, I'll just go ask my friends for it. And then whoever on this, and meaning fuck y'all, you know what I mean? I'll just go ask my friends for it. And, whoever's on here, whoever's over here who wants to support, you know what I mean? Meaning like I was already tight. And when I got off of there, I said, well, there's one way to avoid having these things happen in your chat. And I reacted, fussed about it, took a nap, woke up, and it was another smart ass comment about the fun GoFundMe. And that's what lit the match. The whole scorched earth, the whole house had to come down.
Okay, so you just shot.
Mm-hmm.
So you just shot fire at everybody now.
Yeah. Line them up.
Like
you know what I mean? Just absolutely reacting.
So
so it wasn't until throughout the lives and stuff, and people calming me down, and me calming me down, and me being rational, like Jill wouldn't do that.
Right.
What's going, like, you bugging? You know what I mean? Then what's done is done.
So you said at one point Jill wouldn't do that. That's what you said?
Right. Like I'm saying, I don't think that was, nothing's going to change the fact that I felt like that was inappropriate timing. Right. Because, it just, to me, was. That's going to always remain. I'm not going to move from that point of it.
Right.
Intent is where the problem would be. And her intention wasn't that.
Right.
So.
Well, like I said, is the environment sometime that we in. And I know perhaps, you feel like I don't know how you feel. I'm going to say what could be my perspective. That is people over here, who gets hell of a support, right? They get hell of a support whenever they give anything. And at this point, I know you've been in a couple of scuffles, so people got you thinking that it don't look good. Just hear me out. It doesn't look good for you to do a GoFundMe. So they ragging you out about doing a GoFundMe.
Oh, that's what the comment was. That's what the comment was.
Okay. So
that was the comment. Duchess said, well, it's not my responsibility to take care of, like, it's not my responsibility to take care of your bills, especially not the essential ones. And then in comes Jill saying, I agree. I pay for all of my stuff myself out of my thing.
There's the context. Cool. So that's where you felt like, damn, really? Okay, so exactly. I understand you feeling that way. I'm just gonna say this, Lady T. I mean, Tea Lounge, I'm not sure if this relationship could be salvaged. Like I said, I know y'all really dug each other and vibed together. But let me tell you something. Just like any goddamn body else, and you could take this to the, you could come down here and ask for anything. Everybody else do it. You know what I mean? So you don't have to feel bad because you got people saying, "Oh, she got nerve to be begging," or "Shit, I know she ain't over there begging." She do.
And
It's
listen,
okay.
I
Hold on. Don't overtalk me, baby.
okay,
Because
I'm
here's the
sorry.
point. Here's
Go
the
ahead.
point. I have liberty whether I want to contribute to you or not. Do what you think is right. If you have a GoFundMe, you may have people in here who say, "Well, damn, I'll give her $5. You know, she trying to get her channel up." Don't let people discourage you, because what happened is people who's in beef with you, and you may be in beef with them. You felt some kind of way and took it out on somebody else, and that's just the fact of the matter. Now you, now you
That
could.
is the fact of the matter.
That's
And
the
this is the
fact of the matter.
thing. My issue was, of course, everybody's not going to donate. I may tell my mom and she won't donate. You understand what I'm saying? And that's her prerogative. My thing was, if you rocking with me and if you're not going to contribute for whatever your personal reasons is, I would just like for the people that rock with me not to do things that would maybe possibly discourage somebody who might have been on the fence by it. It may have been a situation to where somebody saw somebody say they're going to do it and they say, you know what, I am too. But when you have the people that people see you with all the time because they like to stay in the bushes, then they know that who's hanging out with each other. You know who hangs out with who around here, who hangs tight and who don't, and all that other stuff. So when you're doing that, it's like it's discouraging to the people who are, there's people in the bushes, there's people in the clouds, there's people all over the place, you know. So and yes, I know about focusing on the negative and everything, and I don't want to say that it was negative because I don't think that was her intentions. I'm just saying what was happening, and it was a very small chat. You know, sometimes because you don't see everybody in the clouds, you don't realize how many people are watching. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people who could verify what happened, blow for blow, from the beginning to the end, and they had no clue that they was there. But it's happening. And I'm also looking at it like, damn, like it was hard as hell for me. I don't put my Cash App up, Mz.Teavalocity.
But
Everything that
you can.
I
Everyone else
know,
does.
I get that, but that's my thing. I that's how real it was for me not to ask for anything. I
But
had it
it's
to that.
okay if you do, because
I know it's
everybody
okay.
else does. So
Everything's okay. It's okay for me to push my Cash App up. It's okay for me to put a
it
GoFundMe out
sure
there. It's okay
is.
to ask
It
for
sure
people to
is.
contribute.
It
But the
sure
way that
is.
I was moving, it was like, okay, I'm gonna need assistance with stuff.
Okay.
Utilize my
Okay.
services like you
Okay.
did. Thank you. Or, thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome.
But
Mhm.
I was
And I'll do it again if
I
I need
appreciate that.
to.
But I was always offering services, no matter what the service, was my skill set. I was always offering services. Like rather than asking for Cash Apps, I'm gonna offer my services. I'm gonna offer a T-shirt. I'm gonna offer something. That's always been the way that I have been. And those who had my Cash App for whatever particular reason, sometimes they would hit me up, but you know what I mean, from time to time. And there would be few times when my mods would drop it. There's been like me. I think I could count 3 times that I might have had it up on my chat being funny or
Being
whatever.
funny, why? Why? Because see, here's where I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit, baby. Because you have allowed these people to somewhat shake your confidence. And this ain't a like I know you down, but I've talked to you before, T. You allow people to shake your confidence, and with all that's going on, you feel as though you can't ask people shit. Ask like everybody else. Everybody don't dislike you, baby.
I
You
know that,
got
and that's
people
why
who like
the
you.
GoFundMe is still up. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. I had to
Yeah.
say to myself, screw that. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say what it is that I need rather than sitting around, you know, when I got it, I got it. Cool. Like there's, you know, I'm not struggling. You understand what I'm saying? But it would be easier if I could get these things in, these ducks in a row. You
And
understand what
give
I'm
you a
saying?
jump start.
And get me a
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Well, let me just say this. Everybody don't have a shitload of money that they can just, you know, put into this YouTube, pour into this YouTube. I pay quite a penny on this shit. Some editing stuff I don't really even know how to work. I'm working on it, but I pay for it, Canvas. I pay for Video. I pay for streaming. I pay for all that. So I put money into my channel. However, if I but this is me. This is me. And I want to make sure this comes out right. I myself have a shitload of credit. So if I wanted to really go out and buy me a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, I can do that. Everybody don't have that accessibility. Now, knowing that people care for me and like me, I can also come down here and say, hey, listen, y'all, I'm trying to buy me a new spotlight. You know, I'm trying to buy my studio some new lights or something. Can y'all donate or cash out? There would be nothing wrong with it because that's what people do. The only reason why you wouldn't do that is because you know some people down here will make it seem negative when other people they like do it all the time.
And that's what made me say bump it. Now, mind you, a lot of it was due to people encouraging me to do projects that I hadn't planned on. That's the biggest part of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
My arts pro, and it was always in the back of my head, that conversation. And I believe it was on this platform with TC. Was it this platform? Exactly. So that was always on. I couldn't remember where I was, but it was here. It was always in the back of my mind what she said. And I sat with that for however many weeks. It probably was like 2 months ago or whatever. It was in the back of my head, knowing, you know what I mean? Since that conversation. And I was just like, I was going through, I was seeing how like editing, because I spent like 7.5 hours editing a 4-minute video. And I was just like, I don't want to do it like this no more. And there's so many programs out there that will do things quicker for you, and you can just produce the content way
you
faster.
sure can. Because I know AI. I know people use AI.
Right. And you can use it for a shit ton of things. So I'm saying to myself, I'm getting ready to start back work next week. I had, over the time that I was unemployed, I was building momentum. I don't want to let the momentum go. So I was like, dang, if I could get this particular AI program, and if I could get this particular you know, software, and if I could, you know, do this, that, and the third, I would be able to keep it going, even though I'm going to be on call 24/7. Right. So that's what started the wheels turning, especially after that 7.5 hours I spent on a 4-minute video.
What? Yeah, you know, and you know, I must spend the 7.5 hours you spend. I probably spend a whole day trying to edit some shit. It takes a while, but listen, don't let people discourage you, my queen. This is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna wrap that up because I want to get to some. Don't let people discourage you. Go out there and ask. You'll never know. Let me tell you something. Blessings come from people you least expect. This conversation here can steer somebody to say, damn, let me bless her. You know, you never know. So if you get out here and ask, who cares what people think? Who really cares? Just be your authentic self. Don't worry about what these people say. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't worry about what these people say. I, for one, promoted your GoFundMe. I sure did. I sure did. Now, people have a liberty to go over there and donate, or they don't. Here goes. Wait, hold on. Mother, that's you, because you normally show me you. Mother, that's you?
It's me.
Okay, because you normally show me you, but hey, what's up? So just do you, baby girl. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, mother. What you got to add?
No, I'm gonna say a couple things, and
Oh, shit now.
I'm gonna say a couple things. Now, everybody knows I have the way that I feel about certain things. the way that I feel about certain things, I will never apologize for it. I will
Right.
never. Wait a minute. Hold on. See, we come from the place where people forget. People forget things. And I mean, there's a lot that goes on in the beef sector. So I get it, how people be forgetting stuff sometimes. But there was stuff that happened with me when I started, before I started saying, stop all that damn begging and all that. Because, first of all, that's just my own personal feelings. The begging is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. Now, there are times when it really is not an issue about people asking for certain things. That's fine.
Right.
My feelings are my feelings. See, I stand in a certain space because if y'all don't remember, see, I never asked anybody for anything. And that's how that all started. Someone lied and was calling themselves dragging me and calling me a beggar when I've never begged for anything. So I did a call to action. Find somewhere where you see me asking anybody for anything. That's how it all started. I don't know how, if anybody remembers that or what, but it all literally started from someone lying, saying that they paid for something of mine and they did not.
Yeah.
And I was being dragged in the streets about being a beggar, which was something that I did not do.
But let me ask you this too. You know, you can go over there, and this just the crowd of people you have and the people who love you and support you. I have seen you just pop up and said, I'm doing a challenge, right? I'm doing a contest. So everybody will flock over, you know, and people will just start giving you money, donating money to everybody.
To the challenge, not to me.
That's what I
not
said.
to me. I've been being called a scammer and different things with
I'm
that.
talking
I
about
started my every challenge that I've done. I walked away with no money. I didn't get any cash apps. I don't put my cash app, but my people do donate.
Yes,
They
and
do
that's what
donate.
I'm saying.
And it's a beautiful thing to know that literally, if I actually really got in a jam and I really needed to go on to Spillaboy TV or on Treasure Lane and say, listen, I am in dire straits, I need something, my people would donate. There, I have no, it ain't even a thought.
Right.
Of rather I could pop and my damn thing will be blowing up.
Right.
But I've never done it. And thank God I've never had to do it. Every time that I've ever done any type of a challenge, I put my money up there. I don't depend on nobody else's money. Now, my people like to see things done and they like to see it done in order. And they want it to be, they want the way they want it to look. I came in with my pop-up challenge. I had $150. And within 20 minutes, it was $600.
Right.
But it was $600. But there was no donations for James at all. James did not walk away with anything. Not one cash app did James walk away with. And I actually ended up spending more than $150 because some people gave super chats. And you know, super chats, you only get what, 40% of it?
Yeah.
Or 40% of it is taken.
I think it's left 45% is taken.
Yeah, that 45% is taken, and you don't even get paid for 60 days. So, you know, it's to be calling me a scammer is ridiculous. But I don't even try to fight that no more. I just show action.
Right.
I don't beg. I just don't. And at this point, it's everybody would love for me to come on and say, I need $1. If I came on and said I need $1, do you know how many videos would
I
be
can't
done?
even imagine.
Shit, I can't imagine.
So when I stand and I say I don't beg, I don't. And do I take pride in the fact that I don't beg? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I don't beg. I ain't never begged, and I ain't asked nobody for nothing for me, period. They call me bums and all of that stuff. Ain't nobody ever afforded me nothing to my lifestyle at all. Now, have I gotten cash apps? Oh, absolutely. Have I gotten donations? Absolutely. I always tell you, I'm one of the spoiled. I'm a very spoiled YouTuber, but I do not beg.
But
I do not beg. And I don't want you, Lady T, to feel like I'm shaming you, and there's a lot of other people that I shame, that I'm shaming for you. What's my definition of begging though? Can I have something? Can I have some? It's begging.
That's not what I meant.
That's
When
begging.
I mentioned you, I was mentioning the fact that I should have led with the GoFundMe being over on one of my Facebooks or something like that with my people, and that's what I thought you. That's when you tapped me on my shoulder. That's what I took from it. I didn't take that you felt, because this is the thing you've witnessed, because you witnessed, you watch, you when you look up high, some high and look down low. You've been looking at me, and who everybody else, who's been paying attention. When I was doing those show enough time at the Apollos, I wasn't getting cash apps from people. I named the people that I got a few dollars from the few times that I got it, but I was having that weekly for months.
And it's not free thinker. When you say getting help for your YouTube channel is not begging, yes and no. Yes and no.
Well,
Anytime you're asked, go find somebody, go Google beg. Go Google begging. I mean, because that's what we're talking about. The stripped down bones. Someone go Google begging.
And okay, so I did that. The entire project paid for that. Nobody, I didn't ask anybody for anything. You know, whatever I do, if I want to get some money from you all, I provide a service, and that's what I've been doing for the past couple of years. So this time around, like I said, TC has been in the back. I'm not blaming everything on TC. I'm just telling you what the seed was. That was the first seed. Sitting around watching people who are now having competitions, being able to give out bigger prizes because their subscribers are contributing is the other part of it. I'm like, dang, I wish that people were looking out for me when I was doing show enough time at the Apollo like that. Because it would have been more than a $25, $50 cash prize. So I'm like, I'm going to stop being scared of what people think.
Right.
And it's fine. And like she said, you can do it. And when Miss T said everybody does it, okay.
Well, what I mean by that, let me tell you something. So
no, that's the truth. That was the truth. You don't need to add nothing to it, Miss T.
No. But this
everybody
is
down here do it.
Everybody does. When they feel like they need help, they come down here and ask. But here's the difference with them and with Lady T. And I would add myself, and I don't do contests and stuff like that, or challenges. But if you were consistent and you had a base, your base will help you. Your base will help you. They are offering entertainment, so it's easy for them to come down here and say, hey, I'm about to do a pop-up challenge. I'm gonna take James. I'm doing a pop-up challenge. People go flock over there, right? And people go support because they offering the entertainment. But the difference is you're asking just to get a hand up. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Regardless, I'm like when I do launch it, I ain't gonna be at no $1,500 when you start seeing me launch the stuff up again. It's gonna be straight out of pocket.
Right.
You know what
there
I mean?
really is nothing wrong with saying see y'all. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm trying to do something here, and I need backing. I need backing.
Right.
I'm trying to do something here.
Right.
And you have to take me out of it, because I've been in a lot of different spaces where I could do that. I've never done it. And Rose, that was very big of you.
She did just admit it.
That was very big of you, Rose. So hats off to you, Rose, for that. But, again, it was that started it, but it's like haters and it's just beef sector.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just the environment.
But that's always been me. I'm a drag queen. Drag queens do pageants. I've won many, many pageants. People do pageants all the time. And when they're going to do a pageant, they'll say, I'm going to throw a benefit show to raise money for me to do the pageant. And I've done those shows to help other girls get their money together. Have I ever had a benefit show? Not one time. That's just me. That is a Jamesism.
That's
okay,
what you believe.
so that's just me. That's why I took it so hard when that happened to me. Was like, are you freaking kidding me? You know,
Yeah.
so that's my thing. That is my thing. And anybody who I guess I owe an apology to anyone who I've hurt with that.
I don't think no
You
one
know
you
what I
hurt.
mean?
You know,
I don't know, because maybe it might. You know, when I'm sitting here, you know, sometimes you have an aha moment.
I don't think you. I
And I
think
think there might be some innocent folk walking around who ain't begging, who my words may have made them feel away like maybe I shouldn't ask because, you know, it's going to be, well,
I
it
think
really is a word to caution because somebody will try to shame you for it.
But listen,
I wasn't shaming. I shame folks who really do be. See, that there's a lot of
that's
begging
the difference.
that
Though.
is
You can't even
ridiculous.
be comparable to her. That's not. No,
Yeah,
that's
like what you're
I know what
doing,
you're
I
talking
can
about.
because I would mess around and give money to what you're doing. You're trying to do something creative.
and
Okay, like I
listen,
said, I've done
I
benefits
am
things
that.
for other
I'm not
groups.
a beggar. I remember just recently, I had a job interview, and I was waiting for the second interview, and it was like, "When are you available?" And I
Shut
said,
up,
"Anytime
Bizarre.
this." I said,
Bizarre
"Anytime."
trying to be funny, but you do beg, and you know you
Shut the
beg.
hell up,
You know, and
Bizarre.
there's and that's what
Go
you
ahead.
need for somebody that beg. That is the attitude that they should actually have. Just
Right.
Bizarro,
Just like
such as
Bizarre
Kelly
said.
Love. Those people who beg should actually have that attitude. Say the hell with you, mother, bitch,
Yeah.
and go right ahead on begging.
Right.
And that is actually what is required to work here in the beefing sector. So if you don't take from
Look.
anything else I said, there's going to be haters. There's
Yeah.
going to be people who are mad
Pushing.
about what you're doing, and they're going to attack you in that way. Oh, she begged for so forth and so on, and this, that, and the other. People are going to talk about it.
Yeah. And just
People are
don't
going to talk about
understand.
it. So, you know, that just kind of is what it is. But there are people who beg, who I think are absolutely ridiculous, who attack me on all fronts. And when I see them doing
Shut
something
up.
that rubs me wrong, I will get them. Yes, I will. Just like Stacey Roberson down there. When Stacey was begging for her rent, that to me was ridiculous. That is the type of begging I'm talking about. When you hear me say,
Yeah, he
stop
ain't
all that
talking
damn
about that.
begging, that's the type of trifling begging. Because first of all, she ain't no content creator. So why is anybody giving you anything? You haven't provided no service. You ain't provided nobody with no nothing. You just some random local yokel who is begging. begging. Begging.
Well, listen, let's wrap that part up because
Why?
listen.
Why? Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm gonna get your ass. But listen,
No, I'm just saying.
you ain't say nothing wrong. But at the end of the day,
That's
you know,
begging.
okay, at the end of the day, here's some valid points that some of these people made. You
Mhm.
know, in business, the business world calls this venture capital and raising
Absolutely.
capital, and
Right.
that's the truth. And you see this as your business. So again, don't give a shit what these people say.
Right.
You always gonna get a backlash. If I really felt compelled to come on here and ask for something, I would. I'm just gonna say I wouldn't. Would I donate to your fund?
Stacey, it's
Absolutely.
fine, Stacey. I don't have a problem with it, baby. But you have sat down
Is
and
Stacey here?
called it. Yes, girl.
Yo,
Sat
don't
down
start.
and tried
Don't
to.
start.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it. You sat down
Oh,
and you
Lord.
have sat in chats and tried to discuss my business, Stacey. Things that aren't even true about me. It is true that your rent wasn't paid. It is true that you came down and you asked us. Because when you asked me too, sis, to pay your rent.
If you can't
You
click
were begging. You were begging. And I mean, I don't know why you were so shocked that somebody who don't care for you wouldn't point out that you was begging.
So, okay.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
seriously. I don't
Yes.
think I'm being disrespected.
No, you ain't about that. That's you.
I don't think I'm being disrespectful.
Oh,
I'm just telling the truth.
Agree with James is stating there is going to be haters. There's also going to be paranoid, mentally ill, jealous, emotionally unbalanced.
Damn right.
People that wait to criticize you.
Right,
And that's
Regina
what's
M.
happening.
Lord have mercy. And Regina M, you know, sometimes I'm pretty sure she'll be in the clouds and stuff, but she's been around.
Well,
with
who,
me for a
Regina
while.
M? Regina in my mind.
I know. I said she's been around. Like
Oh,
she's
yeah.
been around for a
But you
while.
know what? We all telling you the same thing, Miss T. Lady T.
People know what it's hitting for.
Listen.
People won't
And
ever.
it ain't new. This ain't new.
It ain't
Before
new.
there was a beef sector, people asked for stuff. Guess what? I thought it was horrible back then. So I ain't never changed. I ain't never changed. When people would ask people to buy computers for them and stuff like that, all of that was fine when their people loved them and the people would donate it because it was for because you're doing something that I want you to do. So I understood all that.
Exactly.
But when people, but here's where the problem was.
Well,
even back then, sometimes people would donate to people for a computer, and the whore never bought a computer.
Well,
see what I'm saying? So
that's not right.
This has always been a thing.
But that's not right because if you ask,
I don't know, keep doing you. Okay, I hope it make your life better. My life is. I don't need my life to be better, Stacy. My rent's paid. Well, I don't have rent. My mortgage is paid.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with Stacy and Jay.
But see, you feel a kind of way because see, if you was the right kind of beggar, you wouldn't even worry about what I was saying. You beat that path to try to get that payment. You wouldn't be worried about what I was saying. And it's the truth that hurts. That's why you were hurt. Because in your heart of hearts, you knew that you were being lesser than by having to come down here and lay yourself down on the ground of the beefing sector and ask strangers to pay your rent. But you know knew that was pitiful. You knew it was, and that's why it hurts you.
Look what Jill said, because I'm gonna bring this back around to James. I mean Jill.
I know I saw what Jill said, and Jill can't see me in the chat, so she didn't see.
Look,
Jill, I know, but I want her to leave as clear as I am about her intentions. You know, I did not mean to insinuate that you couldn't afford to do something for your constellation prize on your own. I did not mean to insinuate that. That was not
what it sound like.
That's not what it was supposed to be for.
See, I don't think so. Like I said, my perception of it was a little different. It was a little different. But just again, how things could be misconstrued and feelings could be hurt in the heat of the moment. You know, like I said, you were real defensive, huh?
Even her, when we listened to it again on her channel,
hell, I'm lying about.
She heard what I was saying. The thing about it was her problem with the word couldn't. I'm not thinking about every single thing that comes out my mouth in the heat of the moment. When I said couldn't, that's not what I'm going by. What she said on a completely different platform. When she was on Indigo's, she said, now I can do this. And so when I'm regurgitating what she said on Indigo's platform, I use couldn't instead of a direct quote. And here we go. That's not what my intention. That wasn't my intention.
Well, let me tell you something. The only thing you could do is put out, you put out what your intentions were. And if the sister don't perceive it, like I said, I wish it wouldn't have never happened. That's just how it is. You just have to move on, baby. You can't keep going over and over.
Listen, I was talking to you all. I'm looking at the chat. I tried to reassure her. She's stuck in thinking that I got something against her. I wish I got stuck in thinking she had, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it might not be okay today, but it might be okay by Friday.
Okay,
maybe it takes maybe y'all just gotta walk away from it right now. And it'll be okay. I don't even know about the friendship between you and Jill. I didn't come up here for that. I just came up here because I just, I was looking a little aha moment for me. So that's why I came to speak. I really have nothing to say about that. But it don't feel good. It don't feel good. It never feels. I know y'all think I'm an old mean bitch with the broom and all that, but it doesn't feel good to me when I see two women who are part of the sector who actually don't got no beef in the beef area. So I'm just saying, for me, maybe a walk away for right now, and then and it don't gotta be on somebody's platform. Exactly. It seems like y'all were good Judies and stuff. So sometimes you just gotta walk away from it. but
But
it really don't feel good. When I heard
it
it,
doesn't.
it did, and I don't really know Jill, like that. I know
Mhm.
T Lounge, but I don't really know Jill like that. But just the whole move of it, like I didn't want to hear none of it, so I didn't go looking for it
Mhm.
or anything. It just don't feel good.
So good, yeah, yeah, and it don't feel
Definitely
good
not
on
beef.
both
It's
parts.
not beef sector worthy. I think y'all are
No,
above.
No, it's not.
yeah,
And that's just
hopefully
my feelings. And I'm gonna take my fat ass and I'm gonna go on back down in the chat.
messy ass, get
Yeah, and
out.
And
I'm
I'm not messy. Why you calling me messy, Miss T? I'm not
Shut up.
messy.
I
I'm
don't.
not messy, gal.
You know what? One thing about you, you've always been the same since I've been here. So, but again, I appreciate y'all for joining the platform. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, and I think y'all should know by 4 years now, for real, when something tugs at my heart and my spirit don't sit right, and I want to convey to people who that I care about, I like, that's
Mhm.
what I'm going to do. Am I going to resolve this relationship? I don't know. But I want y'all to know that by me being an outsider, what I perceived and where I thought it was a misunderstanding with wrong. Feelings was hurt on both sides. I can't tell somebody how to feel. I only could tell them what my perspective was and what I
Mhm.
saw. Okay.
Right.
So I'm
And
not
I don't
saying, hey,
you
hmm,
can't make friends on YouTube. I know y'all
I
hear Jay
don't.
Wilson say that. You can't make friends on YouTube. You can make friends on YouTube, but
Yes.
you have please take it from me. You have to work that friendship different than
Mm-hmm,
your regular friendships.
mm-hmm.
This YouTube stuff will destroy your bond. It
Mhm.
will destroy your bond. But
So
there's a good side to it too, because sometimes when the bond ain't exactly what you think
what
it
you think
is,
it is?
it will actually turn the lights on. But
Stay
when
right
you
there.
gotta,
Stay
yes,
right
ma'am.
there. Stay right there. And that's what I think it happened here, James. I feel a little bit of that too. Well, I thought our bond was better than this. Well, I guess it ain't, so I'm just gonna walk away. That's
I
what
don't think that's them though. I think that this is just one of those bumps in the road. What that you have, and of course you're gonna have bumps in the road and your friendship, but when you bump in the road, see, I sent Miss T a message. I'm going to tell it.
no,
I
don't
sent
tell
Miss T a
me.
message. She did a video, and Miss T was talking about it was women, it was girl talk, it was actual girl talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I stray away from girl talk because they love to tell me you ain't no girl. Like I don't see this penis every day, all day long. But I said, Miss T, I said, I missed the live. I'm watching the replay. I
Good.
said, but it's exactly the same on our side as it is on y'all side. The
Mm-hmm.
whole thing about dating a man or a
Mhm.
counterpart, period,
Mm-hmm.
that is part of this social media situation. And I said to her, I'm not going through all the details because Miss T is my friend, so I shared stuff with her. But
Yeah.
um, just know this: when you date online and you happen to break up, you break up online. So everything is like exaggerated and elevated, and it's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. So I was just telling her that I had a little situation, and literally as soon as YouTube comes into that situation,
Yeah.
Mhm.
mother backs out. I
Yeah.
walk into a situation with a pair of tennis shoes or a pair of pumps. Y'all know how I do. But when YouTube comes into it, you want to do what? Baby, I roller skates backwards up out of it. Uh-uh, uh-uh. But that's just my thing. But friendships, you can have a friendship. It could be a long lasting, beautiful friendship, and it work out fine. And you can find it on YouTube most of the time when you ain't even looking for it. I mean, y'all know I was one of the biggest, nastiest little things that ever went on Vegas Gate. But what people don't actually really pay attention to Vegas Gate, yes, you see a lot of stuff with me and Lady Nika and me and Sean. There were 6, 7 other people
Mhm.
at Vegas Gate. You don't hear nothing about it because we are all friends. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that was cultivated and protected from the YouTube streets. So you can find friendship, but you just got to cultivate it and you got to protect it
And
a
I don't think
different way.
place. I don't think this the place, to be honest with you, sometime. And that's where I say, unfortunately, things went left with this. I wish they would have did behind
For
the scenes.
now.
For
For
now.
now.
Okay, thank you, James.
Because they still talking. Because she's still up here and Jill's still in the chat. So ain't
Okay.
nobody done like, oh, they ain't calling
Yeah,
each other names.
yeah, that's true.
They ain't
That's
doing none
true.
of that. They
That's
handling it
true.
like women.
That's true.
I just gotta
Stand up
find where she's
women.
at
So
because I don't see her in my Google.
Well, you'll find her. You'll find her. And
yeah.
like James and I both said, perhaps, I don't know, one of you will call each other. I don't know how y'all.
Or maybe not.
Okay.
Or maybe
I
not.
think, like she said, she has no ill feelings. You
and
have
vice
no
versa.
ill
We just
feelings.
gotta get past the
You're
ickiness.
welcome, Queen Diva.
Diva saying thank you for a gift. So I'm gonna tell you this too, and I'll tell y'all. Listen, I know it's a lot of shit being mixed up in this stuff, but when I sit back sometime and reassess something that happened between me and someone, you know, and I feel a certain kind of way, and my conscience bother me, I try to make it right, period. Now, do I come down here and do it? Absolutely not. If I had a friend here, would I do it? Absolutely not. I would, for me, because I respected the friendship and really thought it was a friendship, a YouTube ship, a relationship, a situational ship. I do it behind the scenes. I do it behind the scenes.
Well, I showed out in public. So when I made my video, I'm gonna put, I'm a show out where I show. I'm a
That's
show out
right.
where I showed out. My thing is this: I am not a person who will go up there and own stuff if I don't own it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I
Well, don't. If
You
you
know what
don't
I'm saying?
feel the
Like,
same way, don't own it.
if you ever see me, trying to stand in my stuff, it's because I genuinely see myself in the situation. Now, if I'm being hard-headed about something, which I can be, that's what, I can be like that sometimes. That means I'm still feeling very much in the right. And when I feel very much in the right, you ain't gonna get me to say I'm wrong. But if I come on here and I say this is where I went wrong, and I own it, that's because I fully believe it. You understand what I mean? And that's just
that's
just
all you have to do.
It is what it, and
That's
just
all. It
remember,
is what it is. That's all
just
you have.
remember, y'all could both think y'all right and don't agree on it and still walk together.
Right, exactly. I agree.
Miss Jill said, drop the link. My work here is done. I'm gone.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gone. Now
I'm
that's Queen's
I'm
business. I'm out of here.
All right, later.
Get your
That's
ass
it.
out of here.
Boy, that's what I say.
Get out of here.
The boy is out. You girls take it from here, honey. Bye.
You don't get in women's business. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much
All
love
right.
to you. Let me make sure this is Jill. Smooches to you, babe. That's my baby girl. What's up, Jilly?
Hey,
Hey,
Jill.
what's up? Hi. Hey, T.
Hi,
I just wanted to thank you for having me, Miss T.
Yes, baby.
And I just want to say this. I know it probably ended abruptly and probably not, because feelings were still high,
Yes,
earlier. And so I have no ill feelings towards you, T, at all. And I got as I told you, I got where what I was saying could be misconstrued. And I get it. And I didn't realize you was mad. I didn't know none of that stuff. So I didn't understand what was going on. But only thing I was saying is I gotta protect my space though. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, damn, you thinking trying to like I can't assume because I can, but I can't change how you feel. But I know I don't move that way. So I guess I just guessed that I would have gotten a chance,
Right. And that's one of the things I apologize for.
And I got that. You know what I mean? And I
Like
get it because you was
and it's
angry.
more than just one thing that I apologize for, but that's one of the things that I apologize for.
Wait, don't overtalk her, baby. Don't overtalk her. Finish up, Jill, and then you respond to you,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
So we could hear. Go ahead, Jill. I appreciate you coming up, Queen. Go ahead.
I just wish I had a chance to, like, because I think I was in the chat trying to ask where I went wrong, if I did. But I didn't really. And I didn't even think you were mad, you know? And so because I'm asking, like, what did I, you know? Because I was lost, you know, when I saw J Truth. And it is true, like, you know, I get it. But I don't have any. I just don't want to ever put myself in like that kind of vulnerable space anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because that really, I was just like, dang, even if I said that, and it was kind of like, I felt like you took digs at, and I get it, because you thought I took a dig at your project or what you was trying to, I don't know what that was, but
When where I took the digs, I took the digs. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and say I didn't take any digs. I was digging, I was punching, I was screaming, scratching, and all that, because I really did feel like you took one at me. I'm being very, very honest. When you was up there, excuse me if I'm assuming something that is wrong. And it wasn't an attempt to malign you and say, oh, you know, you broke B, you can't do nothing for your people. That's not where I was going with it. Where I was going with it is you're coming in my chat telling me that I should not rely on donations when you were blessed with donations that was able to help you touch touched your heart and touch the hearts of your people. And you, of all people, should know how it feels to be blessed. And like and to be able to have that, like, not be an issue, not be something that you worry about, because that's what we were talking about just a couple of days ago. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, I have one person who, you know, I'm not going to go back and forth, but I'm in my mind, it's just going so quick. Like, what, wow, whoa, you know what I mean? So that's what I was trying to get at. I wasn't trying to say you were brokey, not at all. But there's other places that I took the digs, but that's the part that struck you, and I've been trying to let you know that was not my intention.
that was the only part that hurt, because I could get it. I dig it. You know, you took it wrong. I know about how communicating, texting, chats, you can see people words differently. I get all that. But that energy, and when you mentioned something that I did, and I because I never asked for anything, it didn't sound like I should be blessed. It sounded like you was putting it differently. But we're gonna get past it. You said not, but I'm still, because that's why I wanted you to replay and hear the words that you
I
said.
literally said it was amazing. I literally
hold on, T. Please allow her to finish before you
you're right.
to respond, baby. That's how we get shit misconstrued. Go ahead, Jill. My apology. I mean, her apologies, though.
Yes, correct.
So I just felt like you didn't even give me the benefit of the doubt. It was just like, cut. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I was like, dang. Well, I ain't never show her that. I could see. And I'm gonna say this and be really, really honest. I could see if I was moving some kind of way like that you could see me moving that way. And then I got the backlash that I did. But when I came in that chat, I sat in I agree with Miss T wholeheartedly of how she described that. Y'all were talking like I was an enemy. Y'all were saying like, you got your people here. And I get it. I roll dolo. I do. And I'm new to your circle. You know what I'm saying? So I never forget that. I know who I am and where I am. So I never took for granted. But I could see if I moved like that. So when you responded like that, the light clicked on for me. So let's take it like this. You right. I would have been wrong, and I'm not wrong for taking it that way, but you are in the controversy. And the things that have been saying, like with the character and how you would chop somebody down or something like that, that's what it felt like you did to me. And didn't even let me. You just went live and was like, bam, and then blocked me. And my mind thinking, oh, so she don't want me to respond. You wanna build this story on me. So my mind was ticking like that too. You know what I'm saying? You got to see where I was thinking. And that's why I left it as today of, nah, I'm done. Because I don't ever want that to happen to me, because that's how it happened. It was like you spent this narrative and didn't even give me an opportunity to even say what I did. And I did ask when it all was going down, and you never said. So I just kept it moving and just be quiet, like I said. So you got to think, that's where my mind thinking. And that's why I said, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to give nobody an opportunity to spin narratives on me. And I never did anything. That's what I was keep thinking in my head. But I get it. I don't have no ill feelings, but that's what my brain took, where I said, I'm going to just walk away. You go your way, I go my way. I didn't mean like I'm never going to speak to you or something like that, because it ain't like you called me all kind of bees or nothing like that, but it felt like that. But you didn't call me out my name, but kind of like, and that's it. So that's why I felt like, yeah, I'm going to just walk away and we could see each other and we could chill and all that. But that to be cut off like that quick and don't have no chance, that was like cold. I was just like, oh, she didn't even want me to even tell her. Like I didn't even get a chance. So yeah, that's it.
And usually I reserve that for the second time around. So I'm wrong. Like I'm not gonna sit and deny that I don't cut people off. I do. I will, like, sharp.
And
like,
I get you.
And you understand what I'm saying? Like, real sharp. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even apologize for that or feel like it's a character flaw or anything. Where I fucked up is that was not appropriate for you.
For her, exactly.
It was not appropriate for you. I don't mind a second chance with people. Once I give you the second chance, I'm going to slice that, and I don't even apologize for that, But for you, with you, that shouldn't have happened. Now I have to sit with something else, but we'll talk in the email.
Okay.
Well,
I listen. It tugged at my heart because maybe I saw something different, and I'm so glad y'all have the opportunity. And like I said earlier, I feel both of y'all. I really, really feel both of y'all. I feel Jill's pain, like, damn, you just cut me off. So if you just cut me off like this, and this is what I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all, and we can go. If you just cut me off like this, then I didn't mean shit to you anyway. She had to be feeling that, and you saying, that's not exactly how I meant it, but that's how it came out. So I apologize for that portion. But you stand on some of the things you said, because you, in your mind, and this is just my perspective, y'all. You in your mind said, damn, you felt the same way about Jill. Well, damn, I didn't know she would go on me like that when it wasn't even like that, you guys. You know what I mean? So right now may not be the day or the time. It may never ever come again because you both feel a certain way, especially Jill. She really feel a certain way. But hopefully, like she said, y'all could be cordial and you can move in whatever circles y'all move in with respect. I, for one, hate that it happened to both of you ladies. I like both of you.
Can I respond to something? Beginning, you would have to imagine. No, because she's saying, imagine who else I've done that to.
This not about beginning. This not about beginning. This is about both of you queens trying to make things right. Don't go in that chat. I'm not highlighting. I'm not even looking, because again, too, people are messy over here. And if you allow them to live in your head or get into your head, then a lot of times you'll be out here fighting something you don't even have to fight. You just punching in the air. Just ignore that. And you apologize to that queen. She apologized to y'all. And let's get ready to wrap it up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank
And
you.
it's not a matter of, I appreciate both of y'all for stopping by. I respect y'all very much. And again, hopefully things will blow over, okay? I'm still going to support both of y'all just the same. Much love to you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me and showing your perspective. And like I said, T, we good. You know what I mean? I don't have no ill feelings towards you.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a good night.
All right.
Yeah. Look. Remember what I said, Jill. Protect T and T protect Jill best you can. I don't know, but that's what he's saying. So y'all good. Don't let these people get in y'all head. You know, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. I'm glad the ladies did come up and speak. Now, where will it go from here? I don't know. I just believe I did my job putting my perspective on my live and what I thought about it. Okay. Now they don't ever have to be friends again. I, for one, felt some type of way, and I came out here and made it known. Thanks to the people who joined me. Make sure y'all hit that like. Now, listen, like I tell them, we in an environment. T, no, you good, baby. You don't have to keep saying you sorry. Both of you ladies expressed how both of y'all felt, and it's over now. Okay, it's over now. But let me explain something to you. I allow people to say what they want over here to a certain degree. I have a certain decorum over here. I get wild, I get messy, I get all that. But when I'm really trying to lift queens up, and you know, if their crown is tilted, I'm trying to straighten it up. That's what I came on here to do. And that's what I stay focused. That's why I didn't get in the chat, and I didn't want her to get in the chat, because the chat is not your problem. The chat wasn't your issue. The chat was you and Jill, and y'all came to a resolution, and that's all I care about. I just didn't want either one of you queens. It doesn't matter what people say. Stay focused on y'all. Move accordingly. Much blessings to y'all. I appreciate you for joining me. And now I will say this and get out of here unless someone else want to come up. Thank you, Mother, for joining me as well. You normally don't get in women's business, you know, but I appreciate you for getting up here. Stacy, thank you. Jill, thank you. T, thank you. And everyone else, thank you. I appreciate y'all coming by, you know. So with that being said, if nobody's gonna come up and this is over, please make sure y'all hit that like. I had 200. Hey, Joshua, baby, how are you? I had two. Oh, I wanted to talk about the thing. You did an awesome job. You look good too, Almond Brown. You guys, let me tell you something. Don't worry about outside noise and trying to answer everybody who say something negative or bad. It sucks up a lot of energy, and is negative energy. You set out to do something. You all judged it. We may not agree with the winners. We may not agree with the losers, but it was a nice event. And I appreciate y'all bringing different things and nuance to the beast sector. Everything is not a cuss out, a drag, and a motherfucker, this and this and that. And so it's nice to have some refreshing things. And all the time, I don't drop down, but I do support. But yesterday I dropped down, but I watch from the clouds. Okay. But it's all good. You guys, exactly. Let me see. Exactly. And that's where her focus should have been. She doesn't multitask well. So reading the chat while supposedly listening to her friend caused her to neglect her listening skills. All right, whatever. Like I said, thank you, Miss T. I did my job. You always do your job and do it well. And everybody's not going to agree with it. Newbie, you had an excellent show too. Everybody's not going to agree with it. But you know, I always say, let the naysayers go. You know, I don't always agree with you guys either. You know, your picks and stuff like that. But again, it ain't me. It's not my rules. I don't participate, so I could shut the hell up and keep it to myself sometime. But much love to y'all. I gotta go. Thank you so much, Queen Diva, and everyone who joined me. Mods, Jamila, for dropping down, helping the sister out. Nope. I really want to close this one with this, y'all. So give me a minute. I really do. If you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princess and your princesses. They are your joint heirs. They are future. They looking to inherit something other than drama and mess. As always, I hope you are trying to build generational wealth. It may not be easy, but one brick at a time, you can create generational wealth for your heirs. As always, be a blessing, not a bother. It's simple. Hi, how are you today? You look beautiful. I love that hat you had on. Sir, that suit is certainly nice on you. Your smile is beautiful. Can I give you this money for a cup of coffee? Enjoy lunch on me. You know, you never know where your blessings are coming from. This is a kind, simple act goes a long way. God is always watching us. I don't know what you believe, but I believe he's always watching you, and he's always on time. With that being said, goodbye. Goodbye. Bless someone today. Let me see. I'm trying to get out here. For real.